Yo, what's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. This is your podcast for everything anime and anime related. If this is your first time here, I'm your boy Aray, the co-host of the Anime Plus podcast, and I'm with my co-host Owen. Owen, say what's up.
What's going on, guys?
All right, yo, we've been cooking up some pretty interesting topics for this pod. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be going through some of the most overhyped anime but with a twist on it. These are the ones that actually delivered, and they are great representations of great anime, even though they were super hyped up. So they had their respect, and they are given their respect. So that's what we're doing on this episode. We found a list on CBR. We'll link the article in the description, so the person that wrote it will get their due credit. But yeah, Owen, are you hyped for this one, man?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of anime that are overhyped that don't deliver for sure. So I want to
Mm-hmm.
see what this author really thinks about the ones that did deliver.
Mm-hmm.
I might have a bit of a different definition of overhyped or overrated for. I mean, normally everyone has a consensus of what's overhyped and what's not. But let's see what this guy even thought was overhyped, and let's kind of go through it.
Yeah, for sure. As always, I know the list beforehand. I do the research, figure out what topic we're doing, but Owen doesn't. So for the most part, he has no idea what's going to be on this list. Usually Owen predicts it. I don't know if you want to give a couple of predictions or not before we get into it. Do you wanna, or you're chilling?
Overhyped that delivers. Damn.
Yeah.
What's what was overhyped? Like in my opinion, something that's probably overhyped is probably One Piece that delivers. But
Okay.
for me, it's not overhyped. But I know for like the general
Hmm. So
community.
let's change it. So let's do like hyped. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be
Okay,
better.
got you. I think One Piece, AOT,
Hmm.
Bleach. Um, what else was crazy? Demon Slayer. I know everybody loves. I don't even, but people don't think it's overhyped. That's the shit.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer. I'm 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 actually just naming animes that delivered. Basically, Vinland Saga
Gotcha.
that delivered. I think
Honestly,
that was.
bro, your list is
Yeah,
pretty decent. I don't want to spoil it too much, but do you want to get started on this?
yeah. Let's get it.
I just want to say your list is valid though.
Hell yeah, let's go. You brought my confidence up. Let's go.
All right, so coming in at number 10 for an anime that is super hyped up, but it actually delivered is Spy Family.
Okay, I haven't watched Spy Family, and I
Hmm.
know there was tremendous amounts of hype behind this. So I'll let
Hmm.
you take it. I know you've watched it, so yeah.
Yeah, so honestly, coming into this one, I know it's not your typical anime slash manga that comes out of like a Shonen Jump, the weekly Shonen Jump. I know nowadays we're kind of going more towards anime that's not just battle shonen, and this would be one of them. And this is like it's kind of like a slice of life with a bunch of action on the side, and it's just a fun story overall. I actually heard of a ton of hype before this one actually got an anime, and I know it delivered because, first of all, we're already getting a second season this year. The anime originally just came out last year, and we're also getting a movie that's coming out in December. So you can already tell from that, back to back seasons, back to back years, and a movie. Like that's some crazy hype right there. I know another one that did that recently is Blue Lock, which kind of prefaces what I mean by being hyped up and delivering. But yeah, I mean, at one point Spy Fam was everywhere, and I know, so usually anime will die down because after the season's done it will die down a little bit. I just remember seeing Spy Family all over my TikTok feed, all over my Instagram. I nowadays I see it everywhere in like anime stores. I just recently went to the mall. Now they got like a bunch of anime stores in there. There's so much Spy Fam merch. It's actually insane. I went to my local Starbucks and they had like Anya, who's the little girl in there, like drawn on like a blackboard. It's pretty hype, man.
No, that's fire. Talking about just touching up on your experience at the mall.
Hmm.
I feel the same thing now whenever I go to the mall or anything, bro. There's so many shops that have anime merch and have anime like accessories in them now. Anime is like anime in general is popping so much,
Hmm.
and they know like people love. the merch. I feel like anime has grown so much since the pandemic, and
Mhm.
it's shown throughout like old any mall you go to, whether that you go into the Spencers, you go to any type of those little shops, those
Mhm.
boutique type shops that sell whatever, sell anything or sell hype items. Everything has anime. Even GameStop. Like I went to GameStop the other day,
Mhm.
full of anime stuff.
Right.
But also just to touch up on Spy Family, didn't they just have a poster with Mission
Yeah.
Impossible
Yeah,
or
with Mission Impossible. Yeah. So we covered that on one of our recent news episodes where Spy Fam and Mission Impossible they collabed and they had like the characters of Spy Family kind of replicating some of the characters of Mission Impossible, that the poster trailer or the poster promo pic, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's everywhere.
yeah, anime in general is blowing up. Everyone is taking their piece of the pie. You have the NFL, having their
The
version of
Chargers,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, they have their version of it. Every anime, every mall now has anime merch in it. Everyone wants a piece of the pie of anime, and
Mhm.
the more the merrier. Anime culture is amazing, and
Sir.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Let's get it.
All right,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's get into the
So
next. Let's get into the next anime.
yeah. So this is one that's in the Dark Three. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Dark Three on, but it's what
What
people
is the Dark Three?
I don't want to say because I feel like it'll ruin it,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Okay.
Or
I don't
should I
know what
just
it
do it?
is. Yeah, just say it so I know what it is.
All right. So you
So
know
big three.
how they have the big three, right? Like
Yeah.
in anime.
Yeah.
So this is the Dark Three, and these ones are more of or I guess maybe it's not the Dark Three, it's the Dark Trio. But these ones in particular are new gen anime, and they've been a lot more hyped because first of all, Shonen Jump is kind of going towards I don't want to say a darker route, but a lot more crazier shit is happening if you look at some of the anime that are in there. So
Got you.
some of the Dark Trio anime are JJK, Chainsaw Man, and Hell's Paradise. Those are like the three that are considered the Dark Trio.
Really? Already? Hell's Paradise
Yeah,
just came out, no?
yeah, but I mean, I believe the manga is already finished, so
Oh, they're basing this off
yeah,
the manga. So okay,
yeah.
that makes more sense. So I mean, I was going to predict JJK, Demon Slayer, and My Hero.
Mhm.
I think that's the big three of this era. But yeah, the
Yeah,
Dark
the new
Three.
gen for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I think the Dark Three. I haven't watched Hell's Paradise yet,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna watch it tonight. That's it. That's it. I'm watching
Okay.
it tonight. I've so many people have told me to watch it, and so many people have said it's the best season. It's the best anime last season, and I just I need to get into it straight up, bro. Like I
Yeah.
just need to get into this.
Wait,
But
hot take before we get into the number nine. A lot of people say that Hell's Paradise is the best out of the Dark Trio. So just
oh
kind of putting
really?
that out there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, nice. I mean, like JJK is good. I haven't watched the new season, so I can't really say anything about it yet.
Mhm.
JJK is good. It's not in my eyes great or legendary or any like S tier. It's good. It's
Yeah.
probably A or high B for me because yeah, it was just a normal anime season for me. But I know a lot of people like fell in love with it immediately. Um, as for the what were the other two?
Hell's Paradise and Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, so Chainsaw Man. That is something that was overhyped, and in my opinion, did not deliver.
Mm.
But I know a lot of people have other opinions on this. People love Chainsaw Man. People love that little puppy character. Yeah, people love this the new Dark Three for sure.
Yeah. All right, yo. So
But
let's
yeah,
go
this is
ahead
gonna be
and
JJK, right? This is JJK, I'm assuming.
yeah. JJK is number nine.
Yeah, okay. I mean, JJK solid. It's solid.
Mhm.
See, I'm very different from the average anime fan.
Mhm.
And I know a lot of anime fans this was overhyped. I'm not gonna say it's overhyped, it was definitely hyped. And it definitely delivered because firstly, it's in the big three, it's in the dark three. Obviously people watch it. Um Definitely has huge gross sales. It just wasn't that just wasn't the best for me in my
Mhm.
opinion. It was an okay anime. I feel like maybe it's just the bias factor where I just shit on newer animes more than
Yeah.
older animes. Like as an old head myself, bro, I love old animes, and I'm kind of biased. But yeah, JJK, phenomenal anime, great. One of the animes that carried the new gen, definitely hyped. I don't know if it was overhyped. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So people expected this to be really good, and then it
Right.
was good. So I'm
Hmm.
not so I'm not seeing the part where it was overhyped. And I think this was moderately. I think this was um you know how they have those series on TikTok where it's like rated, properly rated, or overrated.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this was properly rated.
Okay.
I think this yeah.
I mean, that's fair. The reason why I assume the author calls it overhyped was because this anime was this manga was number one in terms of manga sales last year. So that has a lot to do with the hype factor, I guess. Just being number one. You being number one, you have to deliver. I don't know necessarily if it did deliver. I know there's a lot of people like yourself that don't necessarily love JJK, but if we were to say it delivered, I agree that it did deliver just because first of all the animations are just absolutely insane. And of course they got two characters that people or even three characters that people will die for. And that's obviously Gojo. You can make a case for Itadori and can't remember the Fushiguro. Those three, you can make an argument for those other two, but in terms of animation, it 100% delivered, and I would in fact say that it over delivered. Like it did super well, and that's why a lot of people are going to JJK and loving it. Even though number one in top sales of manga, I don't know if it's the number one anime right now, but definitely up there for sure. But I think it did deliver.
Yeah, it definitely delivered for sure. And
Mhm.
I think you worded it perfectly with over delivered. That's what I meant. Like the hype, it was overhyped, but we knew it was gonna be good, and it
Mhm.
was good. So it was like, yeah, it did over deliver. Um, I feel like all new anime have
Mhm.
really good animations. That's why I don't really, base anything on animations anymore. Like,
Yeah,
bro, there will be the most low key anime, and it'll have some crazy ass animation. So
that's
now,
true.
like we were just talking about this with a couple days ago with Sama 100. Exam
Mhm.
100 just started. It's a low key anime on Netflix. If you guys need a new anime to watch, a chilled out anime, watch Zama 100. But the animations I love the animations in Zama 100.
Mhm.
Even
So
if
good.
even though it's not like fighting, the way they kind of mess with colors, and I definitely want. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the colors. Like
Yeah.
they really went ham with the colors, and that was such a good way to illustrate like the zombies basically. But yeah, animation has climbed to a whole new level, and
Mhm.
JJK was one of those animes that had amazing animations, and it did deliver 100%. But yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right, so coming in at number eight for the most overhyped anime that actually delivered is Martial Magic and Muscles.
Oh my god, yo. This is not just delivered. This is over delivered, bro. Like
Mm.
I did not expect Mashal. Like I remember when we were doing the episode on new anime coming out this
Yeah,
season, and I was basically calling it a bullshit version of Black Clover, but it
yeah.
takes a whole yeah, it takes a whole nother route. We're not it's not like Black Clover at all where people are fighting with magic. Like it has similarities to Black Clover, but essentially it's very different. It's not it's more of a funny comedy gag
Hmm.
anime. And I think because they differentiated it by making it like that comedy anime,
Hmm.
that's what brought me in. Like I know they have like their main story with the actual him trying to become the wizard king in their world,
Hmm.
but just the character itself, Mashal, he's such a dumbass, but he's so good at everything. And then like his love for cream puffs, it's everything is just so lighthearted and funny in that show.
Yeah.
And the hype. Okay, so hype wise, I think it was very low in terms of hype wise. It
Yeah, so
like
let me explain that for you because I know you don't really delve as much as I do into like the whole
yeah,
Marvel realm and new anime realm.
yep,
So one of the reasons why it was super hyped was one because we're in a weird time with Shonen Jump where most of the series are either super old or they're young, but they're not necessarily battle shonen, which is the most popular genre in within the shonen weekly shonen jump. So when we're talking these series, we're talking obviously, One Piece. That's one of the oldest ones, and that's like a separate category. But then there's older ones where it's like they're running in the magazine, but they're also like about to finish. So that's Black Clover. Then there's My Hero, just to name a couple, right? And those are in their final arcs as well, right? So when we're looking for the next mantle, like who's going to carry that battle shonen genre, we already got JJK, we already got Chainsaw Man, right? But the next ones up are Sakamoto Days, which hasn't got like any official announcement for an anime adaptation, and then it's just Mashle, which by the way, recently the manga just finished. But again, that's really the only battle shonen that's brand new that just got an anime adaptation. You know what I mean? Most of them that have manga adaptations are either in the very early stages, aren't battle shonen, or they're basically super long and they're about to finish or in their final arcs. So that's the reason why it was super hyped up because it's really one of the last battle shonen that's just starting to get an anime adaptation.
yeah. I don't really consider this an a shonen, to be honest, like a battle shonen. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it does have aspects of the battle shonen part, but I think their main tropes are not
Yeah.
like the fighting part. The main,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, there's fighting in every episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't get away from the fighting because there's magic. But I think the main tropes are the comedy and the gags
Yeah.
of it. But yeah, just generally, Mashal was one that honestly, I I wasn't going to watch. Like I said I was gonna watch it, but it was one of those anime that I was gonna put on the back burner. But I gave it a try while watching. I don't like watching anime. So some anime, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't like watching while I'm eating. In terms of like like if I'm sitting down to eat a meal, I will not watch that anime because I want to fully focus on every detail and aspect
Right.
of that episode. But there's some anime that are meant that I have designated for my eating, and Mashal is one of those, and it's perfect. Like you don't need to
Yeah.
be paying full on attention to every minor detail. There's no
Mm-hmm.
Easter eggs. There's no, it's just playful, fun,
Right.
lighthearted comedy. Yeah.
That's fair. All right, yo. So my final verdict is probably the same as yours. We both don't think it was super overhyped, but it definitely did deliver. I think we both had that same verdict, right?
Yep, definitely delivered. And I don't think it was overhyped.
All right, yo. But let's get into number 7. So coming in at number 7 for the most overhyped anime that actually delivered is Demon Slayer.
Okay, Demon Slayer was overhyped
Mm-hmm.
and it did deliver. But my thoughts on Demon Slayer. Like I like
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer. I don't know everybody likes Demon Slayer, but Demon Slayer to me was very. Like, if there's mid, right? I'm not saying it's mid. I'm saying it's right above mid. It's not
Yeah.
to me. To me, the story is it's okay. And I was waiting for the longest time. I was really waiting for it to build up, and it was a very juvenile anime, so I didn't really give my ratings on it. But I but it's honestly been so long, and he's still like it's okay. It's like Tanjiro. I'm referring to Tanjiro as he like Tanjiro's okay. He's not like I don't see too much progress. I don't like the power system. It feels like there's only 5 to 10 moves. Um, Also like the way Tanjiro's the main character. We know Tanjiro's the main character, but his feats are not main character like feats. So just all of that being said, I do think it's a very good anime. I know tons of people are into it, especially the younger audience. That haven't watched other anime.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely see Demon Slayer as like god tier of anime,
Mm-hmm.
and especially since the animations are god tier animations. I'm not gonna lie, and I'll give it to Demon Slayer for that. Best animations out there, but simply it's just an above mid storyline. But yeah, it to me it didn't deliver. I wasn't really following the hype, so I don't know how much hype was behind it. But
Mhm.
in general, it did deliver because everybody loves it. So yeah.
Right. So I would put this in the same category as JJK, where it's hyped up obviously, but it did deliver, and the animations really had a lot to do with it. I think Demon Slayer is a little bit different just because coming into the first season, it wasn't as hyped as JJK was. But obviously that first season was just absolutely insane and really put Demon Slayer on the map. But usually when a second season of a super hyped up anime comes, it's hard to deliver because it's so overhyped. But I think Demon Slayer did a pretty good job because obviously, the movie, the Mugen Train movie was the biggest movie. It's like I think it's the biggest anime movie of all time. Then it followed it up with the Red Light District, which that arc was people say that's the best arc ever. And even the recent season, which I wouldn't say is the best season out of all of them, but the animation was still right up there. And in terms of that, I think it delivered just because, it's really hard to follow up on a crazy first season with even better animations and even better, storyline and whatnot. Like the hype has been there continuously, and I think it's been delivering. But yeah, that's just my little take on Demon Slayer. Nothing crazy, but I do think it did deliver.
Yeah, I mean it definitely delivered. I don't think it over delivered. I think it
Mm-hmm.
delivered just the right amount.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it wasn't anything crazy, but I know everybody loves it, so that's why
Yeah.
I like. In my opinion, I wouldn't say that it delivered as much as the hype is, but um, that's just because I'm biased and that's my opinion. But
Mm-hmm.
for the general media and the general public, I know that this was hyped and it did deliver. And for most people, it probably over delivered.
Here, I hear for the next one, man. Oh man, I think this is the first one that we're gonna disagree with. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's
All
get it.
right. So coming in at number 6 for overhyped anime that actually delivered is Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. Oh no, I have mixed. I don't like this. But
Yeah.
so this was it. Okay, so this here's the story behind like the whole hype and everything. So um I have not seen a more hyped anime than Chainsaw Man. Like the hype behind Chainsaw Man. I saw this
Coming into an anime, you're talking, right?
yeah, coming into an anime, like
Mhm.
like I saw this everywhere, and at this like point in time, I really wasn't even like looking out for new anime. I wasn't searching anything, anime even related. I don't look. You're usually my number one source for like the newer anime before the like before this pod, like before we started
Mhm.
the pod, and even now, even with the pod, like because of the pod, I do, the episodes that tell us what the new episodes are, the new anime are in the new season.
Yeah.
That gives me like, then I get to choose which new anime I'll watch. But before then, I never knew which new anime is coming out in the season, and I heard about Chainsaw Man. I heard about it everywhere, and the funniest part, and I probably said this a couple times on this pod, but
Mhm.
I was playing random duos in Apex, and someone was talking about Chainsaw Man, and then I watched it, and it was okay for the first bit. It had a really interesting like um lift off in terms of how his pet combined souls with him, but then afterwards it just kept it felt like an anime where it was like same shit different day, same shit different scene, same shit
Mhm.
different scene. It was like just a new demon, and we have anime like JJK, and then we have Demon Slayer, and to me I was getting to a point where like I recently watched those. So it was just like, yo, I keep watching the same shit over and over. Why? Like I'm just watching demons getting slayed over and over in a different skin, basically. So I mean, I know everybody loved the show, and I'm a hater, but I really didn't like Demon Slayer that much. Again, I put it in the same category as like JJK and Demon Slayer. It's mid, but it's the rank just above mid. So and the only reason I don't say it's mid is because I know a lot of other people like it, or else to me, in my personal opinion, JJK, Demon Slayer, and Chainsaw Man are pretty mid. But yeah.
Damn. So my personal take is just kind of bouncing it off of yours. It's hard when you're put in the position to be like the best anime ever. You know what I mean? That's literally the type of hype that Chainsaw Man was getting. Just to kind of put this into perspective, it's kind of like Wemby that the number one pick that just came to the NBA draft. Everyone's literally projecting him to be. He could possibly be one of the greatest ever. It's kind of similar to Chainsaw Man. It's hard to live up to that, especially with one season. But if I were to rate it not off of the content, but off of like, production and some of the other qualities that Chainsaw Man had, I would say that it did deliver. If you look at all the intro song, that first of all, that was a banger, bro. That I think that was number one most listened to anime intro of last year. Then for the ending, they changed every single ending outro for every single episode. And I thought that was really unique and cool. And the animation, what they had to do, because it's not your typical, very basic. I'm trying to think of an easier example, but it's harder to do because there's like literally demons and stuff. You know what I mean? So they had to use CGI. They did a pretty good job blending all that together. But if we're just looking at the production, I think that they did pretty well. Obviously, in terms of being successful, it's not because we went over a story. I don't know if we did go over the story or maybe this is just me remembering a story, but apparently like the DVD sales of like the Blu-ray DVD sales of Chainsaw Man were so bad that like I don't think we did this on the pod, but they had like an adult film like spin-off of it, and that did better than the original Chainsaw Man. So that kind of just goes to show real quickly like how Chainsaw Man didn't deliver. But yeah, that's just my quick little take on Chainsaw Man. Maybe it did deliver, maybe it didn't. But yeah. You ready for the next one though?
Yeah, let's get right into it. Wait. Hold up. Or we're
Yeah.
not we're not about to just brush over the fact that you said there's an adult film for JJK. Get more into that. What do you mean by
Oh,
that?
for a Chainsaw Man, yeah.
But yeah,
So
for
there.
Chainsaw Man event. Yeah.
All right, man. I'm gonna have to, kind of keep this episode low key. You feel me? Like I'm gonna have to put some flags on this shit. But now that we're out in the open, bro, apparently there's like an adult film parody, like a porn parody of Chainsaw Man, and that
That,
parody outsold the original Chainsaw Man in terms of like Blu-ray sales. So yeah,
that's
man.
funny as hell. That's honestly hilarious to me. We got people out here watching parodies, aka parodies of that stuff, instead of watching the actual series on Blu-ray. People buy Blu-ray out here. Wait, hold up. Hold up. We got people. First of all, we got people out here buying Blu-ray.
Mhm.
Still. Secondly, we got mans watching. Was this Blu-ray too, or was this a link?
This was Blu-ray as well.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Wait.
Oh
You want to
my
know what it's
god.
called?
What?
That shit is called Dildo Man.
I'm weak, bro. What the fuck is going on? The fact that people are buying the Blu-ray of this shit is just insane. But that just goes to show JJK fans and how
Chainsaw
loyal
Man,
they are.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, why do I keep saying JJK? Chainsaw Man and how
Yeah.
loyal their fan base is. Oh my god.
Oh
But yeah,
man.
let's
I
get
could
into the next.
also it could also, kind of iterate how down bad they are.
No, I mean,
Not
Chainsaw
playing
Man.
up.
Chainsaw Man fans, y'all are down fucking bad. But the thing is, half these guys aren't Chainsaw Man fans probably because this shit sold out more than the actual Chainsaw Man. So I think
I don't know, man.
we got some imposters among us. I think.
I don't know, man. Like, let's be honest, man. The main character, Denji, is really down bad, and a lot of people watch for his story. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just spitting something else, bro. But if y'all are Chainsaw Man fans, either one, explain yourselves to us, or two, my bad, bro. Don't be flaming me.
Yo, first of all, explain yourselves. Secondly, y'all just as down bad as Denji, bro. Straight up. That's crazy.
Hey, bro, nothing wrong with it. Not playing, but we all had everybody has a phase of being down bad. It's all good.
Oh my god. A Chainsaw Man adult film, you gotta be a different breed for that. But yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right, yo. So the next one, number fifth on this list for most overhyped anime that actually delivered is Attack on Titan.
Yo, what is this list, bro? What do you mean overhyped? This shit was not over. Yo, this shit over, triple over XX delivered, bro. Like, come on now.
Yeah, no,
Um,
for sure. Like it delivered, but it was overhyped. Like for everyone that was waiting for this new season to come out, like come on, man, you can't say it wasn't overhyped.
I think I'm getting the definition of overhyped wrong. I think I'm thinking of like, yeah, it's overhyped.
Or maybe I shouldn't say overhyped. Maybe it should be like hyped, just hyped. You
Yeah,
know what I
just
mean?
yeah, because I'm thinking overhyped, meaning that we think it's good. That means
Hmm.
it's going to be good, which means it's regularly, it's not
Yeah,
overhyped, it's just hyped.
yeah.
But yeah, Attack on Titan, one of the best series out there. If in most people's top twos, my top twos and Aray's top two, most people's top five, I think AOT lies.
Yeah.
One of the best animes ever created. If it was hyped, it doesn't matter how hyped it was because this over delivered to the most. This is the most over delivered product to ever come to anime as a whole. I don't know how hyped it was. I never ever follow the hype with AOT in terms of like it never changes my judgment on whether I'm gonna
Hmm.
watch it or not. I know AOT is goaded. I will watch it
Hmm.
regardless of they, even if they put out no trailers, no sneak peeks, no teasers. I'm still watching AOT. But generally, yeah, AOT phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's one of the best animes of all time. And for it to basically, we were talking about earlier how like, Chainsaw Man when it went into like for it to get its anime adaptation, everyone was expecting it, like high expectations. Everyone was putting it out there to be one of the best anime ever. Same thing with AOT. Like, yo, first season was insane. It waited so long for that second season to come, and the hype just kept building up, but it still delivered. You know what I mean? So I think AOT for sure. Maybe it should have been higher on this list because I feel like this is one of the best ones out there that was super hyped up and did deliver. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough to be out there. Obviously, the ending is coming pretty soon, so we'll have to see if that trend stays or not. Because the ending could just suck, or maybe some things don't go the right way, and then that would completely kill its argument. But for now, I think it did a pretty good job for sure.
Yeah. One of the best anime. Yeah. I can't say this enough, but there's like almost no flaws that I see with AOT.
Mhm.
AOT, great animations, great story, great characters, nice fights. You get everything in a single package, and I
Mhm.
think if there's something that's properly rated, this is the most
Mhm.
properly rated thing ever. If not,
For sure.
it's if to get to make it a point, it's probably underrated, if
Mhm.
anything. Yeah.
That's true. All right, so let's get into number 4 on the list. So coming in at number 4, for the most hyped up anime that actually delivered is Vinland Saga.
I mean, Vinland Saga, amazing. This is something that definitely like matches this list because yes, it was
Mhm.
hyped. Yes, I wouldn't say it was even overhyped. Maybe it was overhyped, but it definitely delivered. It has great storyline. I think the strongest part of Vinland Saga is the storyline and the character development.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
especially in this season, um, there was a lot of hype going into this season, and the first couple episodes I was like, yo, what is going on? Because Vinland Saga, even though it's only had 2 seasons so far, the first season was so good that going into the second season, I was like, yo, there's no way they're messing this up, right?
Mhm.
Um, there's no way they could go from like so good to crap. So the first couple episodes were they were just like not the best, but what I didn't realize at the point at that time was it was just a
Right.
setup to everything,
Right.
and it does go slow in the first half of the second season, but bro, the character development that we see progress towards the end, we didn't get too much fighting in this season, but this season
Mhm.
was solely for the characters, and we got insane amounts of character development. But generally, great anime. I wouldn't say it was too hyped. I said if anything, it over delivered. But just generally, this list has been great. We've been getting a lot of anime that are very, very good, and I would say almost every single anime in this list has delivered.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, this list is pretty good. Um, so yeah, let's get into number three, the top three. So we're finally here. Coming in at number three for most hyped up anime that actually delivered is My Hero Academia.
Damn, three. So I don't know. Damn, that's
We
kind
were
of
just
hard.
saying how the list is really good.
Damn, bro, that took a huge turn curve right there, bro. Sheesh. So My Hero, it's good. It's getting better now. Um, I don't know what the initial hype was for it, but it was definitely hyped. I would say it delivered with the
Mhm.
hype, but it just got there. I don't. It's not an anime that stands out to me crazy. It's better than Demon Slayer though, for sure. It's better than JJK and it's better than the Big Trio. It's better than
Mhm.
the Big Trio for me. The big like as in JJK, Demon Slayer, and Chainsaw Man. It's better than those. But damn, I don't
You
know
weren't
where to
ready
put
for that one,
this.
huh?
I wasn't ready for this one because I don't even know how to categorize these based on like the previous options. But yeah, damn, My Hero is a good anime. Not for me, but it's for everybody. Like people love it. People love the shit out of this anime.
Yeah, for sure.
It's I think it's more geared towards the younger audience a bit more. Maybe that's why I don't like it as much. But in terms of hypeness to deliverability, I think it did good. I think it got there.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
I
it
agree. I agree with you 100%. Like, I don't know if it was as hyped up as some of the other ones on this list. Like, I know My Hero obviously has its like cult following and whatnot, but I don't think it's as hyped up as like an AOT or a Chainsaw Man. And also in terms of delivering, I don't know if it delivered as well as those ones have either. Like, I think it might have done better than Chainsaw Man, but I don't think it delivered as well as like an AOT. But I will say, like, in terms of like the fans, the merchandise, the manga, obviously all those things have sold really, really well. And all the spin-offs, they have a spin-off called I think it's called My Hero Vigilantes. Or it's probably not called My Hero Vigil, something like Vigilantes, right? So that's done really well. So yeah, if you look at the ratio, you know what I mean? Like if you kind of like take down the amount of hype and pair it to like how successful it was, then I think that maybe it could be number three, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? If you were looking at strictly ratios, but in terms of hype, obviously it's not the most hyped one on the list, and obviously it's not the most successful one on the list. But the ratio is pretty good, I would say. So yeah, I could see it being up there. Definitely in the top 10 for sure. Like, there's a lot of shit that's going on in My Hero, and especially the last season where, we had the Dark Hero. And in this day and age where everybody loves their dark heroes and the dark trio and whatnot, Dark Hero Deku, that honestly they did a pretty good job this season. So I will give it some slack there. Again, I don't know if it's the top three, but definitely deserves to be on this list. But yeah, that's my
yeah.
take on My Hero.
Yeah, just to, kind of reiterate what you were saying, I think so in terms of this list itself and the
Mhm.
ratio you were talking about,
Yeah,
it does phenomenally, right?
yeah.
Because it probably wasn't as hyped as JJK, Chainsaw Man, and AOT.
Mhm.
But in terms of like general overhypedness, I think it was properly hyped because, or like even a bit overhyped because we have JJK and AOT. They were hyped, but they did deliver. Like they did, they were good, but they were expected to be good.
Right.
But and they over delivered, which means properly rated. But for this, it wasn't expected to be that good, but it did deliver, which means definitely a bit underrated.
Mhm.
Underrated, overrated a bit. It didn't deliver as much. I'm saying it didn't deliver as much as AOT and the others, so it's a bit
Right.
overrated. Yeah.
Fair,
Okay.
fair. Okay.
Yeah.
But like for what it was supposed to be, yeah, it did really well.
Yeah. Exactly. I know it's a weird way to put things, but yeah, it works out.
All right, yeah. So let's get into number two. So number two for hyped up anime that actually delivered is Mob Psycho 100.
Okay, I've never watched Mob Psycho again. Yo, damn, Mob Psycho, and what was the other one I need to watch? Not
Hell's
Hell's Paradise.
Paradise.
No, no,
Um,
100, Psycho, no, 100 something.
One Punch Man.
No, 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 no. It was the 10th thing on this list. I forgot what it
Oh,
was.
Spy Fam.
Spy Fam, and Mob Psycho. I need to
Yeah.
watch those two. But yeah, I've heard like I saw these are like newer animes, and bro, I've heard so much about Mob Psycho. Everyone tells me to watch Mob Psycho. So I mean, I haven't watched it, and I know there's a lot of hype, and it definitely delivered since everybody's telling me to watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say I'm definitely going to give it a try. But since you know more, I would like. What do you think about it?
So honestly, man, I guess it was hyped up, but only by the people that read the manga, as far as I've heard. I like again, like when the first season of Mob Psycho came out, I didn't really hear too much buzz on it. But again, I wasn't really too much into anime at the time. Like I was, but I wasn't really following it like I am right now. I only know that it was hyped because it's the same creator as the guy that created One Punch Man, which again was extremely hyped up anime, like back in like 2017. Um, but yeah, that's really where a lot of the hype generated from. It's the same author one. And honestly, if I have to be completely honest, I think that Mob Psycho is way better than One Punch Man. It's a lot better of a story. Fully like, the character development is there. The characters have more like basically a lot more emotion and a lot more weight to themselves, right? So that's one reason why Mob Psycho is a lot better. I know kind of going on a tangent here, but long story short, the overall finished product from Mob Psycho was so good. Like there was so much heartfelt moments, there were funny moments, there were, the ending was satisfying. There was just a lot of shit going on, and I think that Mob Psycho 100% without a doubt delivered, and it is one of the best animes out there. And yeah, I don't know if it was as hyped up as some of the other ones on this list, but in terms of that ratio we were talking about earlier, I think it hits that golden ratio where might not be as hyped up, but the deliverability is just up there because it is one of the best anime out there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this makes me want to watch it even more. I haven't watched it. I know everyone's probably like shaking their heads right now. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm definitely watching Mob Psycho. I mean, there's not much I can say about it, but the ratio is, just touching upon that ratio part. Um, I think it's because I mean, I was hearing about Mob Psycho, and I wasn't like, so I think maybe I was hearing about Mob Psycho after the first season came out, and everybody was like, "Yo, you gotta watch this. You gotta watch this."
Yeah.
So I mean, if everybody's telling me to watch it, you're telling me to watch it, and it's always, either whenever we're talking about 2023, it's always up there. So, yeah, if you guys are looking to watch a newer anime, Mob Psycho 100 is definitely one that did really well, was hyped, and over delivered. But yeah, let's get into the final and last anime.
All right. So you're gonna love this one on, but yeah, coming in at number one as the most hyped up anime that actually delivered, it's none other than Bleach Thousand Year Blood War.
Damn. Okay. 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 So, damn, this is kind of weird for me because I,
Do you not think
yeah,
it
okay.
delivered?
No, 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 it definitely delivered. It definitely delivered, but I don't think it was overhyped. I have I'm still
Okay,
stuck.
okay.
I'm
Don't
still stuck
don't
on that. I'm still stuck
don't
on
do
that.
don't do overhyped. Just think of like what was hyped. Like just
Okay.
completely hyped up. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay, okay. The show was hyped up and the show delivered. Like straight up. Bleach, it feels like I'm a broken record saying this. I say this every pod. Bleach is in my top five anime. I love Bleach from the bottom of my heart. It's such a good anime. Swordplay, insane character. Like I love Ichigo as a character. Everything just makes sense. Everything flows so well. The fighting scenes are, to me, just carry. Like it's so good. The fighting scenes are so good. Um, there's really you caught me off guard with this. There's really nothing for me to say. It's such a good anime. It was definitely hyped, and I just love Bleach. That's pretty much it. You gotta watch Bleach. I say this every time. You gotta watch Bleach.
So
Do
let me
you?
ask you something as somebody that loves the Bleach franchise. Was it worth the wait, waiting all this time? And do you think that it was worth it because of the finished product that you got after so long?
Oh, in terms of what was it worth the wait?
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to say that because I wasn't really I wasn't really waiting or keeping even up with Bleach once I finished it. I thought it was over.
yeah,
I thought
gotcha.
I thought it was the same thing as the Hunter situation where they kind of author something happened to the author. There was complications, so I wasn't really even looking forward to it. But I was not gonna read the manga. Like one of my close friends put me on to Bleach,
Yeah.
and he's a manga reader for that.
Hmm.
Um, he told me he told me it's amazing. He kept trying to put me onto it, but I'm just not a manga reader, and I kept my peace at the Eisen part. I know there was another season after the Eisen part, but it was a filler season.
Yeah,
But I was pretty much content. I was content with the anime when they defeated Eisen. So
that's fair.
yeah.
I mean, I guess that's fair at that in that if you're putting it that way. But yeah, I mean, I haven't watched it, so I can't really speak too much on it. But from what I've heard, the animation, the fights are really good. The stories continue kind of where it left off. Obviously, not exactly where it left off, with the few changes and whatnot. But if you're bringing back a big three, obviously it's going to be super hyped up. And from what I've heard, people love the first part, and people are loving the second part. I will be honest though, I don't hear too much of it, but that could just be Bleach fans being Bleach fans, and staying low key, loving their shit, and not really caring what anybody else has to say. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? And if you are a Bleach fan, let us know. Like, join our Discord. Again, we gotta shout out the Discord because we have a bunch of cool people in there. We do a bunch of cool shit. We're doing a watch party. Honestly, we're doing it either this Saturday or Sunday as soon as the One Piece Gear 5 episode comes out. But yeah, make sure you guys join that. And I want to hear your guys' opinion on, not just Bleach, but this entire list in general. Or if you guys think there's any other anime that should have been on this list. But yeah, that's the top 10 right there. I don't know if there's anything else you want to change on this list on. Me personally, I think AOT should have been number one. But yeah, Owen, do you have anything else that you want to change on this list?
No, I mean not really, except take out My Hero probably from third and switch it with AOT at least.
Fair.
Um, Other than that, I think I was kind of stuck on the overhyped part, which kind of
Yeah, yeah.
made it kind of a bit weird for me. But generally, if we're looking at this from a delivered standpoint, I think all of these delivered. I think
Facts, facts.
they were
Huge
all
facts.
really phenomenal anime, and even though some of them were probably hyped a bit more than the other, I think to a degree all of them did deliver, and we all enjoyed most of the anime on this list. But yeah, if you want to know more about anime and anime news, just generally follow our Instagram. We post anime news every single day, and then on our Discord, we hang out, we chill out. We A big event coming in, as Aray said, was the Gear 5. Everyone's hyped for Gear 5. We're hyped for Gear 5. Um, Gear 5 is about to be fucking lit, bro. And we're gonna do a big ass watch party. So anyone who wants to join the watch party, join up. The thing about One Piece fans and Gear 5, we're all gonna go crazy. I know everyone's gonna go crazy. It's just gonna be such a good time. But hell yeah.
Hey man, this could be something that was overhyped. I don't want to say overhyped. This is something that's hyped up and either delivered or not delivered. Who knows?
That shit best deliver, bro. That shit best deliver. Fucking 3 months of us waiting for this one episode. If it doesn't deliver, I'm starting to read the manga now. But generally, I might start reading the manga after Gear 5. I was
Yeah,
thinking
man.
about it
You got it,
because
man. You got it.
like
You're missing out on
every
so much.
episode, yeah, every episode after Gear 5 seems like it's a banger after banger. So I'm gonna watch it
Mhm.
for sure. I'm gonna give it
Facts.
one last try after Gear 5.
Lord, Lord.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Again, make sure you guys join our Discord. We'd love to have y'all. We want like-minded people such as yourselves in our Discord, and where we can grow our community, kind of just hang out and chill. But yeah, I don't want to shout us out too much, but links will all be in the description. Shout out to the author that came up with this list. Honestly, it was a really honestly, it's a really unique topic. You know, we really fucked with it. So appreciate you. Pretty good list overall. And yeah, it's gonna be it for this episode. We'll catch you guys in the next episode of Anime Plus. Peace.
Peace.